Welcome to this inaugural first episode of Empowering UTV. My name is Amy Hutton, and I'm in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And every couple of weeks, I'm going to be showing and sharing amazing women from across Canada down to the United States and beyond. This was a brainchild of mine to help share women's stories via video, because it's good to be seen, and to be on video is icing on the cake to do all of that. What I want to share with you right now is that I grew up in Pickering, Ontario, which is about 20 minutes east of Toronto. And every week or every other week, you'll hear remarkable stories from women who have beaten the odds, risen over all the challenges, and are now living their amazing lives full on, like the amazing empowered women that I know that they are and they're born to be. For more information, if you want to become involved with this powerful program to share your story, message me, Amy, AIME, at inchbyinchempowerment.com. And today's guest is my awesome friend. We've actually only met once in person, but I've known about her for a couple of years now. Her name is Ciel, and Ciel is a brilliant woman, and I'm just going to read this little part to you about who she is and what she does. Ciel, since 2009, Ciel has been coaching clients through the process of reframing past events in order to release clients from a disempowering viewpoint. Ciel strongly believes that there is a direct link between personal and professional success. Recently, Ciel launched her online coaching program and is soon to publish her first book. Yay! Yay! Ciel is a graduate and certified coach with the Coaches Training Institute, a highly respected coach training school. Ciel is an international speaker and has been presenting since 2010 when she spoke at the International Coaches Federation European Conference in Paris, France, across the pond. Locally, she has spoken at the Connect Now new networking group, Valley Women's Network, and for the City of Richmond's Employee Wellness Program. Wow, Ciel, I am so excited you are here.
Oh, thank you, Amy. I really appreciate coming on your show for the very first inaugural interview. I feel so honored. Thank you.
Yay!
That's great.
Yay! So I know where you're from, but how about you share with everybody else where you are right now?
Sure. I live in White Rock, British Columbia, which is about 25 minutes south of Vancouver. I live 8 blocks from the ocean, so it's within walking distance to go down and enjoy that beautiful seaside, seascape, restaurants. It's awesome.
That's awesome. That sounds so just peaceful, actually, and just to be able to relax and go for a walk by the ocean.
Yeah.
Not a river. We're talking ocean.
No, it's a beautiful place to go. I really enjoy just being down in nature. I mean, you can be down there sitting on the shoreline and literally there's no one around.
Yeah.
But you're in the city. So yeah, it's great.
It's so awesome. Yeah. So I want to ask you some questions today, and I'm excited to share your story with everybody. So what in your life have you overcome, and can you share this with us briefly?
Sure, I can. So there's 3 very significant things that I've overcome. The first one is that I was given up for adoption at birth. So the family that I grew up with, I just assumed was my family until my brother graciously told me, actually, you don't belong here. And if you don't behave, you'll be sent back, wherever back was. So there was this sense of uncertainty of my family of origin and where I belonged and who do I belong to. The second thing that I overcame is that by the time I was 15 years old, I had been sexually molested for 10 years of my life. So that was formative in my life for sure. And the third thing that I've overcome is by the time I was 22, we had lost 11 close friends or family, including my adopted father and 2 of my brothers. All sudden accidents. There was no illness. It was just a sudden tragic accident with all of them. So we had no warning. And it threw our lives into a whole lot of chaos and grief. So
Yeah,
An incredible journey.
yeah, that would be so, how to get through it all and how to come out of it. And even being like adopted and then your a brother telling you you don't belong, like that would be so hard. I would feel it'd be really hard on me if
Yeah.
I'm the oldest sister. I'm the older one in my family, so if I had like an older sister to me and I get told, well, you don't belong, like that would just be so.
Yeah. And, you know, I have to understand, I'm not trying to justify it, but they were grieving their father, right?
Yeah.
When all of that was happening. So I think it was his reaction to his anger and his grief, and who is this cute little girl that showed up and has all this attention? Because of course there was 3 boys in the family who lived with all the hand-me-downs and stayed in one room, right? With all the bunk beds.
Right.
Guess who got the room to herself with all the new furniture and all the pink and all the clothes and the shoes and the, right?
Yeah.
Everyone was showering me with gifts because I was the only girl and I couldn't wear the boys' hand-me-downs.
Right.
Right. So yeah, bit of jealousy and competition going on.
Oh, totally, totally. Now here's a curious question.
Yeah.
If you could go and change anything that you just shared about your life that happened to you in your past, what would that be and why?
I would change the self-doubt that was derived from all these life experiences, the lack of confidence in stepping into graciously who I am because of a fear of, you know, whatever I collected along the way. That doubt is sort of the residue of those experiences.
Yeah, totally. I could totally see that. And I think, I'm pretty sure I know, but I know, Ciel, you have a big why and why you do what you do today. This kind of comes from a bit about your past, I'm thinking, right?
Yeah, it certainly does. Too often I see women living the belief that they derived from a past life experience. And we all experience tragedies in our life. None of us are exempt. But the real crime is living the rest of your life believing those falsehoods.
Right.
If I didn't challenge my doubt, I would still be there, right? Now I have this glorious life that I'm living because I didn't accept that belief system that I gained back there because of those experiences. So that's what I want to transform, because the dreams you have are meant for you. So what does it take for you to get to that dream? What's that thing that we can overcome so that you can live into who you really are?
Yeah, totally. And bringing your empathy of what you've been through to work with women to help them get through their own stuff.
Yeah. And my passion and my tenderness to understand that this is not an easy journey.
Yeah.
No, it's not an easy road to travel back to those painful things and change our relationship to them. And yet the rewards are, amazing. I mean, Brene Brown, she talks about we're not able to suppress our emotions selectively. So those difficult things in our lives that we don't want to look at, that we want to suppress, also means we're suppressing our joy.
Right.
That's the crime.
Yeah.
When we look at this dark stuff, these bad experiences, we release them, and guess what fills the space? Joy, right? More joy, more abundance, more life, right?
Oh, totally. And I know this also, Ciel, that what you've just all shared goes into what you do for your business. So what's your business about and what do you do?
I am an empowerment coach. I work one-on-one with people to make this transformation in their life. And I've just launched an online coaching program where I'm able to deliver my philosophy and my ideas about how to make this transformation happen to a larger group of people. So, yeah, super cool.
That's cool. And I know you do something else, and I'm just going to talk for 2 seconds about what you also do and how I know you, who I met you, is that Ciel makes beautiful handmade journals. And you probably have one, and I actually got one of mine too. So I don't know if you remember this one. But
yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Yeah, and there's only a little bit written in it, but that's what her journals look like, and they're hand done. And I don't know if you have one close by where you're.
There's another one.
Yeah, tell us about it.
So I started building these in 2009. They're made entirely from scratch. I start with flat paper, print the lines, fold the pages, hand stitch it with linen, cut the hard boards, cover them with the decorative fabrics, apply the spine. It's all done by hand. And the main difference between my journal and one that you buy at the store is it's steeped with love, because every single one is brought to life with the intention of love and healing and support for the journey, for that journey that these books are just perfect for diving into. So.
Oh, so true. And the other really cool thing about your book, your journals, is that there's hidden little treasures inside. And I'm going to see if I can find one that I have. Oh, yep, there it is. So inside her books are little treasures. And this is what's inside the book. And it just says, for me. And it says, there's more inside you than you dare think. And so there's different little messages and different thoughts and beautiful little cards. And they're a magical Ciel. And I love what you do with that. So thank you. Thank you for
really
that.
Special. I get that. They are really special.
Yeah, totally. Now, I know you have people sharing with you how you have helped them. Do you have any testimonials or a story about a client?
I do. Let me just grab it and I will share it. Let me just grab it here. Sorry, I should have had this up already.
That's okay.
So I had a client give me a testimonial from my online program that I just finished leading recently. And here's what she had to say. Quest for clarity forced me to look at what was not working in my daily life and helped me to decide to change some of those negatives. I was reminded that I am a perfect being worth loving and I am powerful. I reduced my need to compare myself to others, never measuring up, and blaming past experiences for this. That was huge for me. I am still working on this. I am a work in progress. Ciel's caring, supportive, nurturing ways allowed me to be myself and know that there is no bad or wrong. Thanks, Ciel.
Aww.
It's so great
to
realize that I was able to help a woman feel worthy of love. Right?
Totally.
There was no comparing. She wasn't a bad version of a human being because of what she was thinking or feeling. To release that, that's why I do my work, right?
Yeah.
Huge.
That is why you do your work, and you help so many women here in Canada and around the world. I know that for sure. I want to switch questions a little bit, step away from business for a couple of questions.
Sure.
How do you stay empowered in your life?
Oh, that's a very good question. I have a number of practices that help me stay empowered. One of them is continually learning, working with mentors that inspire me, reading popular books that bring a new viewpoint to some of our thought processes. I still journal myself regularly, and I've adopted a really sacred practice of self-care. I just had a bath at 2 p.m. because that's what I need to be at my best. So it's those things, being aware of what are the key things that has me feel markedly better, and then make sure you do those things, right? Make sure that you set yourself up for feeling the best. Yeah. That
is so important. Self-care. A femtor of mine, Sandra Yancey, she mentioned that self-care is not selfish.
Right.
Yeah.
Self-love has got to come first before we can ever have connection or love outside of ourselves. And part of that self-care is knowing what we need to be well.
For sure. It's all about the mental health and mental wellness of each individual, each person. Yeah. And what is a book or a song or a movie, something that keeps you going in your own life?
I have several. So the first one is the Firestarter Sessions. Now, I've led this as a book club 6 different times with anywhere from 10 to 15 women. And it's an incredible journey. It's written by Danielle Laporte. It looks at, what is that thing that you are burning to do with your life? What lights your fire, right? She says that our purpose in life is to figure out what floats your boat. Really, what else could it be? So that's been a great book for me for sort of a guiding force. The other is Brene Brown's Gifts of Imperfection. Again, you can see page flagged everywhere, all the important points. So that's been really helpful. And the last one is Elizabeth Gilbert's Big Magic. Again, page flagged all over. And one of the quotes from here that's been really influential is written by a man by the name of Jack Gilbert, which is not a relation to Elizabeth. He said, do you have the courage to reveal the gifts that are within you? I think this is a key element because we all have a special gift in the world, but do we have the courage to do what it takes to bring those out into the world? Because it's risky, it's challenging, it takes dedication and courage to do that. So
those are amazing books. I've heard of all three. I've been very curious about Elizabeth's book.
Yes.
I've heard many good things about it, so I may have to look it up in the library.
It's an easy read, and it's full of inspiration, right? Full of creative inspiration to be who we creatively are, whether that's an artist, a writer, a speaker, just whoever, just in our human presence to be fully who we are. Oh, I love it. It's a great book. I've read it, I think, 4 times.
That's awesome. Wow.
It's
good. So if you could give like just one nugget, one jewel that the viewers can do to empower themselves today, what would that be?
The one jewel is your intuition, that niggling inside voice knows better than your brain. Don't always listen to your brain. It will get us in trouble all the time. Feel what it is your body's trying to tell you. If something doesn't feel right, listen to it. Every time we don't listen, we end up in the ditch. So, yeah. Get in touch with your intuition and listen to it.
That's a good one. That's like listening to your gut.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's a really good one. I like that one. So viewers, take note.
Take note.
What is a message you would want to tell the next generation of girls about empowering themselves? For example, if you could go back in time and tell your 11-year-old self something, again, that one piece of like golden nugget, what would that be?
Don't ever let anyone tell you who you are in the world. Everyone's going to have an opinion that they try to impose on you. Just grow into who you know you are. Don't let those outside opinions influence you or stifle who you want to be.
That's so powerful. Yep. So anyone, and our viewers watching, listening, with young ladies 11 to 17, write that down and tell them, or tell them yourself and just share something of yourself with them. You know what, honey? I would want to tell myself something, and this is what it would be. Just go and give them a hug tonight before bed and tell them that. Even if it's like, Mom, go away. Just maybe send them a text then, or something. Figure out how to communicate the best way they do it and do it that way. Who is someone, Ciel, you would want to thank? Who inspires you to be your best self? Who's helped you when you've gone through a difficult time? If you could write a thank you card to that person, what would it say?
That's a great question. So first of all, I have to thank my adopted mom, Ruth. I call her my mom because she really did parent me right from childhood. She gave me the awareness of grace and dignity. She was just a beautiful, generous, kind soul. I really, really miss her. She passed a few years ago. The other person I want to thank is Joni Marr, one of my first coaches, who believed in me beyond what I could see in myself. The other one is Sandra Shelton. She was my counselor for, 10 or 12 years. I can't even recall. Again, she saw the brilliance of who I was when I was in the midst of all of the difficult circumstances. She believed in me and saw more for me. And the other is Andrea J. Lee. She was an early mentor, business mentor of mine. Gracious soul, really smart, just really empowered me to go forward. And currently, I want to thank Sandy Amarim. She took me through a trauma release exercise recently that just rocked my world. And really, really grateful for her leadership and mentoring. So There's many people to thank.
Yes, there are many people to thank, but it's that showing that gratitude. Actually, just earlier this week, I had 3 very close friends over for dinner, and
Lovely.
yes, I cooked dinner for them, and I wrote them actually each a handwritten letter to say, remember this and remember that, and I'm grateful for you because of this.
Yeah.
And the ladies were just so touched, and they were grateful that I did this for them. And I'm like, no, I'm here to serve, and I want to give you dinner and thank you for helping me in the last year. And it was really cool too that we did it here in Canada. For the viewers watching, we did it on actually Bell Let's Talk Day, which was a big day for those in Canada who live with or know someone who lives with a mental illness. I live with anxiety, with PTSD-like symptoms, and it's been flaring up the past 6 months. So the 3 ladies that I invited over for supper have been very, very cornerstone in my support to helping me get through those really crazy days when I'm like, this is happening in my life. So, yeah, so show gratitude, and that's huge. That's why that I put in this question into the show. Is for the viewers and the listeners, and the guests can take that moment and say thank you to whoever that someone is.
All these people that I mentioned, other than my mom, I'm going to write them a letter. Thank you. Thank you for that inspiration. I think they would like to hear what they've meant to me and what their contribution has meant.
Yeah, totally. Now, I know you talked about your online program, but what's next?
I have a 1-day workshop that I'm putting together March 11th here in White Rock, South Surrey area. I also have, what was the other piece I was going to bring up? My book, which is coming out hopefully in the next 2-3 months. I'll have my book all finished. We're going to editing and all the typesetting and that kind of thing. And my online programs, I'll be launching my next online program within the next month. So keep your eyes open. I'll be advertising that. And I always have one-on-one coaching packages available. So that's coming as well.
That's awesome. That's a lot of stuff going on for you.
It's a lot, but it's all the same.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's just different versions, right?
Totally. But what's next for you, Ciel? Or what's another intention that you've set for yourself?
The other intention, obviously getting the book published is a big portion of that, but moving the book into an accessible content. So I was talking with a colleague about doing a program where there's an automated email so that people don't have to be live to get the information, that they can receive it when they're able to, after the workday versus being live at 8 a.m. with me. So looking at different versions of getting the information out. And I also want to launch my speaking career and moving my speaking into more venues around the area to share the word of what I'm doing, my philosophy, and raise other women up as I up-level my business. I want to up-level others along with me.
That's awesome. Yeah. And let us know how we can support you. So sure. When your book is ready, let us know what's going on and a link, and I know I'll be sharing for you.
Perfect. Thank you.
And all that stuff. Now here's the key question. If they want to work with you or they want more information, how can they contact you?
They can go to my website. I'll give you that address, or they can email me. I'll give you that address as well. The website is cielellis.com, spelled CIELELLIS.com. And the email is the same, CIEL@CIELELLIS.com.
That's pretty easy.
It is pretty easy.
That's easy to find you. That's awesome. So, Ciel, it's been awesome having you on this first ever video empowering you show. Do you have any final words of wisdom or nuggets that you want to share with the viewers today?
That dream that keeps coming up in your moments of waking in the morning or in the middle of your day, that idea that pops into your head, the reason you're getting it is because it's meant exclusively for you. Learn how to step into that. Turning away from that dream is telling the universe, yes, but no, I don't want any more of that, thank you. But the universe is nudging you and saying, no, this is really the gift that's meant for you. just find a way to step into it. So yeah, we never have to worry that our dreams are too grand or, oh, am I being too selfish? No, it's meant for you if you're getting it. So find a way to make it happen.
Ciel, that's awesome. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, Amy.
Awesome. Hang on. We will talk to you in a couple of minutes, okay? So everyone, that is our first show, and I am so grateful you are here listening and watching and hearing all these words of wisdom and the nuggets from everybody. Remember that inch by inch, you can overcome any challenge that's in front of you, and I believe in you, and I know you can get through anything. Please reach out to me. I would love to feature you on the show. It's Aime, AIME, at inchbyinchempowerment.com. Till next time, be brave, be bold, and be yourself. Bye.